Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up. It's time to stand up in today's. The search results provide extensive information on Tom Selleck's health struggles, financial worries, the Blue Bloods cancellation, his family support, and his recent projects. I will structure the narrative around these themes, highlighting his vulnerability and resilience. I need to write a 1900-word emotional paragraph. I'll start with an intro about his iconic status, then delve into the challenges, the cancellation's impact, health decline, financial strain, and the intervention by his wife and friend Sam Elliott, before concluding with his recent resurgence and memoir. I'll ensure the language is evocative and detailed. At 81, the man who once defined rugged, unshakable cool as Thomas Magnum and who stood as the stoic patriarch Frank Reagan, has recently pulled back the curtain on a private chapter of his life that is more raw and painfully human than any script ever written for him. For decades, Tom Selleck's image, immortalized by that iconic mustache and a leading man's quiet confidence, seemed impervious to the weight of time. But beneath the surface of those steady, blue eyes, a perfect storm was brewing, one that would test not just his finances, but his very soul. It began with a professional betrayal that hit him harder than anyone expected. When CBS abruptly canceled his beloved procedural Blue Bloods after a triumphant 14-season run, Selleck was left gutted and frustrated, feeling that the show, a rare gem where the cast genuinely loved each other, had been callously taken for granted despite still pulling in massive ratings. This wasn't just a job ending, it was the sudden loss of identity, routine, and a family he had built on set. As the final episode aired, the 80-year-old actor found himself cast adrift, and the psychological blow triggered a rapid, frightening physical decline that made his loved ones fear the worst. His devoted wife of nearly 4 decades, actress Jilly Mack, watched in silent terror as the man she loved seemed to vanish. Tom started neglecting his diet, his hygiene, and his appearance. He packed on significant weight, his beard grew unruly, and he retreated into a world of junk food and isolation, leading insiders to reveal he was, for a time, looking like death warmed over. The vibrant, energetic Titan was disappearing, replaced by a shell of a man battling severe arthritis that left him in constant, gnawing pain and struggling to simply walk without a noticeable, stiff gait that sparked widespread public concern. At the same time, his legendary 63-acre avocado ranch in Ventura, California, a piece of paradise he had fought to maintain since 1988, became a crushing financial drain. Devastating droughts had destroyed nearly all the avocado trees and ancient oaks, while the cancellation of his steady Blue Bloods salary had him publicly and candidly admitting to a national audience that he genuinely feared he might lose his beloved home. The universe seemed to be systematically dismantling everything he had built. But in the quiet of the crisis, real heroes emerged. Jilly Mack, a fiercely private woman who had always shunned the Hollywood spotlight, staged a desperate, loving intervention. Refusing to watch her soulmate self-destruct, she gathered their closest friends, including his lifelong best friend, the legendary Sam Elliott, to issue an ultimatum: he had to fight for his life. This was the wake-up call that saved him. With the fierce support of his family and the memory of his daughter Hannah, an accomplished equestrian who needed her father strong, Selleck began a grueling, humbling comeback. He drastically cut out the fast food and processed meals, reintroduced a consistent exercise regimen, and committed to painful physical therapy to reclaim his mobility. By late 2025, the results were breathtaking. He emerged looking leaner, fitter, and more energetic, sporting a stylish new goatee and a renewed spark in his eye. That revived passion is now pouring into a sensational third act that should make every fan cheer. Not only did he finally release his intimate, handwritten memoir, You Never Know, but at 81, he has just landed 2 major new projects that prove he is far from done. He is set to host, narrate, and executive produce a new 10-episode series for the History Channel titled Crime and Justice with Tom Selleck, diving into the most consequential cases in American history. Additionally, he has returned to one of his favorite roles, bringing the troubled police chief Jesse Stone back to the screen for a thrilling 9th installment on Hallmark, titled Lost in Paradise. After seeing him nearly fall apart, watching Tom Selleck stand back up, facing his fears, his age, and his pain with the same unyielding dignity that defined his characters, is the kind of triumphant, emotional comeback that reminds us why we loved him in the first place. He isn't just surviving, he's living.